Good morning, children. How are you all? After a little gap, again, welcome back to the social session. Children, this 1 week, you might have experienced different kind of events. Warangal has experienced sudden floods, okay, due to torrential rains, and you also have attended an event, Independence Day celebration, 74th Independence Day celebration. And now let us come back to our content, that is the trade in agricultural produce. Let me quickly recapitulate what you have seen in the previous classes, and then we further add to it. Under the agricultural produce trading, we have seen street vendor, the vegetable vendor, the example of Gauri. Then we try to understand about the weekly markets, Santa. So there are nearly 25,000 Santas across the country operating, and these weekly markets are like a boon for the villagers who make purchases relating to the entire week from those markets. And we have seen one example of Chautupal Santa or Chautupal weekly market, which functions on every Sunday. And this Chautupal is located near to the Hyderabad, and it's in the Yadadri, Bhuvanagiri district actually. So this Santa is attended by more than 200 traders. They sell vegetables, fruits, clothes, meat, fish, and handmade tools, ready-made footwear, cosmetics, ropes, equipment for farming and cattle rearing. Even sheep, goats, buffaloes and cows are also sold here in this Chautupal Santa. So people from more than 40 surrounding villages attend this Chautupal Santa for buying, and they make these transactions happen. Today, let us see about Indra, a dry chilies, dry chili, you know, chili, mirchi, okay, Endu mirchi, okay, sukeso mirchi, so that red color mirchi. She is a trader in that dry chili. So she is aged 36 years of age, and she has been selling the chilies. Do you put these chilies in the cooking? So these are dry chilies trading she does. So she keeps on selling these dry chilies in the Santas for many years. She belongs to Katangur village, and this Katangur village is about 50 kilometers from the Chautupal. Okay. It's not near to the Chautupal. It is also located in the Yadadri district, but it is 50 kilometers away from the Chautupal. And she has studied up to 10th class. She is 36 years aged, and she studied up to 10th class, and she does this trade. So she has a daughter and a son studying in the government school, and she learnt this business from her father. Her husband also does the same business. He also sells dry chilies in the Santa, and in a week she travels 4 weekly markets. 4 different weekly markets she travels in a week, and to 3 large villages also she travel to sell the dry chilies. If you look at her weekly plan, on which day where she will be, on Sunday she will be to the Chautupal Santa, because Santa works on Sunday. So the Chautupal Santa, she will be present for selling the dry chilies on Sunday. Whereas on Monday she will be to Atmakur village Santa weekly market, and on Tuesday she visits any of the village, a big village, and on Wednesday she goes to Ammanabolu weekly market. On Thursday she goes to Munugonda village market. On Friday she goes to Narkatpalli, and on Saturday she comes to her home, that is Katangur village. In the same village she sells on Saturday. So this is her weekly plan. Indra gets up early in the morning every day, and after completing her household chores in the sense household works, preparing the food and other things will be there, no? Washing clothes, all the domestic work. So these household chores she completes, and she starts for days Santa our village with the chili bags, dry chili bags she carries. Indra along with other women gets into a lorry to transport these chili bags to that Santa. She procures these dry chili from a wholesaler in Khammam over phone. Through the phone she gets the dry chilies from the Khammam wholesale market, the wholesaler comes to her village every Saturday to collect the money. So he comes every Saturday. So by week, in a week, you should sell these dry chilies. You should make money, and that should be handed over to the wholesaler. And whatever profit is there, it's into your pocket. So she starts selling dry chilies around 10 a.m. and closes by 7 p.m. While selling chili, like all other traders, Indra also has to squat on the floor. You know squatting? Sitting by folding her legs. She has to squat on the floor for a very long time, which is a very tremendous job. And she also has to travel to different places in a week. She sells chilies in her village only on Saturday. So she also pays on Saturday to the wholesaler. Indra earns about 200 to 300 rupees per day. And there is no guarantee that she will get good quality chilies all the time. There is also no guarantee that wholesaler may send sometimes bad quality also. Since she purchases chilies by ordering over the phone, she sometimes gets low quality also, and she incur losses whenever there is a low quality of a chili. To do this business, Indra borrowed some 30,000 rupees from a self-help group. You remember children, even Gauri also did the same thing. I have spoken to you regarding the self-help groups, Dwakra Sanghal, Mahila Sanghalu in the villages. So from that self-help group, she borrowed 30,000 rupees, and she is also a member of that group, and she pays back her loan in installment. 30,000 rupees she did not pay back at once, but she repays them in installment. Installment means every month little amount she pays. So she has to pay 1,200 rupees per month to these self-help groups, far better than borrowing from the money lenders, because money lenders charge a very high rate of interest. Rate of interest will be high, whereas from the self-help group, the rate of interest will be low. So they charge very high rate of interest. In the self-help group, she pays only 25 paisa per 100 rupees per month. So this was made possible due to the government schemes of Pavala Vaddi. Only 25 paisa they charge, the banks charge. So only that amount you need to pay, 25 paisa for low income group. And this is very much helpful to these people like Indra and Gauri who borrow money from the self-help group. Besides agricultural products like chili, a large number of industrial products like cloths, ready-made goods, footwear, and pots, utensils, baskets, plastic items, these all are sold by these small traders in the santas. All such traders pay rupees 10 to the panchayat as a tax. There are separate santas where cattle, sheep and goats are sold. They are brought from neighboring villages as well as from the far off places, but you need to pay the tax to that gram panchayat. In whichever gram panchayat the santa is being held, you need to pay rupees 10. Many farmers come here either to sell or to purchase the cattle. They take the help of brokers by paying them commission even. So this kind of process goes on throughout the week. Nearly 3/4 of traders in Santa are women only. Most of the women come to the Santa for selling. Selling goods in Santalu is a traditional business of many traders, especially in India. This means that their families have been doing these business for many generations. As Indra learnt from her father, so for generations together, they have been doing this business. Some places in Santas are reserved for these specific trade. No person of a different trade can come and set up a shop in this place. If it is a dry chilies selling place, their dry chilies only will be sold. If it is a meat selling place, only meat will be sold in that place. So a specific place will be allotted in the Santa where only that product will be sold and no other product will be allowed to be sold there. Most of the traders will have a weekly cycle, as the Indra has Monday going to one place, Sunday going to one place, okay, Tuesday, Wednesday. So likewise weekly they travel to these all Santas, and this means that they set up shops in different Santalu once a week. Following a definite plan like Indra, they decide routes according to their convenience, as she is from the place called as Ammanabolu. Okay, so she travels to different places like Chautuppal, she travels to Narkatpalli, she travels to Munugodu, and she travels to many other places, Atmakur. So if you look at Katangur, which is her own place, so that falls on the highway of Hyderabad to Vijayawada, on the way to Khammam. Okay, so she travels to these different places very easily. Small traders selling agricultural goods, particularly perishable, like fruits and vegetables, they face difficulties similar to the that of Gauri, because they get rotten in a day. If they are not sold out by evening, the vegetables and the fruits, they get rotten, they get perished, खराब हो जाते वो लोग, वो जो प्रोडक्ट्स जो है, बनाना है ओके केले, अगर शाम तक नहीं बिके समझो, then they get spoiled. So that problem will be there. Since their residences are very far away from the santas, they have to sell all the goods they have brought from the wholesale market. Otherwise, they have to carry them home, paying additional transport cost. Since they do not have storage facilities, the goods may perish and they may incur into losses. So even by evening, they keep on selling it at a lower price. Besides regular traders like Indra, farmers and vegetable growers of nearby villages also come to the Santa to sell their produce directly, because they get good money. Fresh vegetables and fresh fruits always bag good money. In this way, Santas are very important means by which the daily needs of the villagers and the people are fulfilled in a large number of small traders, laborers and transporters get their livelihood by these Santas. And tomorrow we shall understand about the Raitu Bazaars in Telangana, how the agricultural produces are sold in the Telangana. Thank you, children.